So, here's the 650. They just came down here to check it out. They got the serial number, which is right there above the starter, or like next to above the starter. If you're wondering where the serial number is on yours, that's where it is. That should also be the model number over there. And then the engine model number is should be in this area somewhere. I really don't know where it is, but it's somewhere on the left side of the motor. Left side when you're sitting in the driver's seat. Anyway, this is what I'm told is pretty rare. It's a 5-speed, and you have this. Basically works. That's 5th gear. That's 4th gear. Up 1. That's 1st gear. That's 2nd gear. Then up 1 more. That's 3rd gear, and that's reverse. So the shifter's a bit loose on the shift shaft, and it's probably got a small amount of corrosion inside. They said that a 12-volt keyed system versus the original 6-volt push-button start and a key right here is they want that it's safer than the 6-volt. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do, well, not positive. There's already a hole here, which I'm gonna have to fill in if I do decide to do it. But I'm toying with wiring up the original system just for originality, or to keep it a keyed system. Wouldn't be very hard to wire it up to the original system. I mean, a couple of wires and you're done. Just unbolt these and crimp it on there and crimp it on there and you're done. You gotta know which one does what, obviously. But I might keep it keyed. Well, I'd have to get a new key switch over here because there's no key. It's just the switch. But anyway, we're restoring this tractor. What I think I'm going to do right now is duct tape everything that has a hole in it, drag it out there. I'll get to that in a minute, and probably with the Bayou, if I can convince my mom. If not, and I'll have to use the loader tractor over there. But yeah, anyway, this is the overview of the project. Engine was seized, but we took the starter off and pried on the ring gear. Luckily it didn't break off any teeth, and it took us about a month, but we got it opened up. The radiator holds fluid. We're going to be filling it up with, when we do the change, we're going to be filling it up with this stuff. It's pre-diluted, which is pretty nice. They gave us, this is all the starter kit, they call it. This is Spill Doctors. It absorbs anything that you spill. That's the coolant, radiator fluid, whatever you want to call it. This is hand cleaner, a whole crap load of it. This is mineral spirits, quite a bit of it. And yeah, so that's probably 50 pounds of mineral spirits. Well, probably not that much, maybe about 35, 40 pounds. Gave us shop towels, which is nice. I really like these thick paper towels. They work really well. Set that right where the battery goes. Probably be using that first. Brake cleaner. I can't remember if this thing has internal or external brakes. It has external brakes. Our loader tractor has internal brakes, so chances are I'm going to need a lot more brake cleaner than they gave me, because I use brake cleaner to clean everything. It just works so well. There's a couple cans of brake cleaner. This is, oh, more hand cleaner. cool. This is a paste and that's a liquid. It's Ultra Duty grease. Looks like engine degreaser. No, carburetor cleaner. That's cool. I use carburetor cleaner for a lot of stuff too, including starting fluid for small engines. Carburetor cleaner works great for small engine starting fluid. This is engine degreaser, which is good. I'll need that. More engine degreaser. I guess this is application used on alternators, pulleys, chains, forklifts, bearings, cable connectors, powers, and air tools, terminal switches, etc. on service before using. So basically this is just an all-purpose degreaser and this is an engine degreaser. Penetrating oil. Yeah, I've never even heard of this brand before, Spray-Away Oil Penetrating Oil. I'll try it. I mean, any penetrating oil is better than none, but I really like PB Blaster, so I'll probably be by far using PB Blaster for penetrating oil. This last can is, Kroil. Kroil is some pretty good stuff. It's like one step up from PB Blaster, but about 4 times as expensive. So, lightly powdered disposable nitrile gloves. Extra large, not for medical use. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I probably won't use very many of these, except for working with the chemicals. I just don't like them for working on the engine, but if I'm using like the mineral spirits or the brake cleaner, I'll probably use them. And they gave me a grease gun. We have about 10 of these, but I guess we'll use it. And a grease gun with 1 tube of grease. I was kind of surprised there's only 1 tube of grease. I mean, 1 tube of grease you'd use in the spindle, or in the 2 front spindles. Anyway, and a bucket. Is there a brand on it? Nope. Anyway, yeah. So, that's what they call the starter kit, all of this stuff. That's quite a bit of stuff. And they said any oils and lubricants and filters to give them a call, because they can donate it to us as long as we give them the exact amounts, or close to the exact amount. And if we need anything like paint or sand for a sandblast or anything like that, or I'm probably going to do walnut blasting, because sandblasting eats into the metal. But if we need anything like that, to contact them, because they have friends in higher places for all that stuff. And we might be able to get it for an extreme discount, if not free. Anyway, what I'm going to do is go around, duct tape all these openings, and I'm going to take it outside, spray some degreaser on there, let it chill for about 10 or so minutes, and then we'll pressure wash it. I need to take it out to pressure wash it. You see how dirty it is? Anyway, it's in neutral. These are the brakes, left brake and right brake, and steering is pretty obvious. Over to the tie rack. Put it in second. I'm using a rope so it doesn't pull too hard on it. There we go. The rope gives a good kind of spring area where it doesn't jerk too hard on anything. Here. You don't even know how to drive it, do you? Alright, that's in reverse, it should stay. Alright, you're done. So I just got done spraying all kinds of degreaser all over this. This was provided in the starter kit. They give you like $250 in starter equipment. It's really neat, including a grease gun and grease. Pretty cool. I mean, we already had everything besides the mineral spirits and brake cleaner and engine degreaser, but I mean, really nice of them to give us all that stuff. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna let this chill out for 10 or so minutes while I go sweep out that shed, which a bunch of people are surrounded around for some reason. There's a bit left. I might, well, I don't know. I was thinking about spraying degreaser all over this spindles and stuff, but I don't think I will. I'll probably end up taking them apart and rebuilding them anyway. So yeah, I'll let that chill out for 10 minutes and then we'll pressure wash it with that thing, 2700 PSI. Should be enough to take off grease. Sometimes it isn't. Well, as you can see, I missed a couple spots, but I basically got it all cleaned up. Yep, choke's a bit greasy still, but there's not much you can do about that. Lots of less grease on the engine. If you remember, I actually had 1, 2, 3, 4 written in grease with my finger for naming the spark plug, so I could tell Hugh over the phone which one it was, like which one did what. It just to keep track of spark plugs and stuff like that. I was just looking, there's a little chip right there. I'm not exactly sure if that affects anything or not, but it's a heck of a lot cleaner. There's still some spots that I didn't get all the way, but this thing will probably have 2 or 3 washes in the next week. My tape held up. There's tape under this cap, so basically I put tape over it, then slam the cap on top to make sure that the tape doesn't come off of the oil fill. My tape stayed on the fuel line, which is good, and the air intake. That's definitely good. It's not even trying to come off. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I cleaned up quite a bit of grease. There's still a bit down there. And, what was I gonna say? Oh, right here. This has been loose before, and it's gouged. It was like this when we got it, but this arm was loose before, and it gouged into here, so I think we're gonna have to fill that with weld to, we'll clean it up, fill it with weld. Unless it's cast iron, then I'll have to use nickel rod with the welder, stick welder. But if it's steel, I'll just use my little MIG and just fill in the weld there, or fill in the gouge. Probably take me 20 minutes or so, and then we can sand it, weld it again, sand it, grind it, sand it, and all that, and then we can paint it. As you can see, it's red paint on top of yellow primer. I think it might have been originally yellow and then they painted it red. I really don't know. And yeah, as you can see, there's a couple of grease spots here and there, but overall it's a lot better than it was. And if you had seen the picture of this dipstick, I don't know if you can tell. No, you can't tell, but there is water in the transmission oil, which sucks. Uh-oh, that one good. Come on, go.
Mommy, I think that's sufficient.
That's better. Anyway, all cleaned up, put away. I think I'll just leave these pieces of tape on here. Harder to put them on than it is to take them off. I'll only take them off when I need to. Anyway, yeah, this is the end of this day, where, as you could just heard, he was putting away the loader. So, yeah, we're done for today. Anyways, we gotta bring in the gas tank and the grill, or the hood, and then we're done. Alright, anyways, thanks for watching. Hugh just stalled the loader. Pretty easy to stall, it's only 43 horsepower and 4,300 pounds.